Game 1, NinjaTachyon, begin. What is this? Formid Skipper into Imperm Negate? What the heck are we negating, mate? Well, it's worthy enough to cross out Designate, reveal Link Monster, and then this becomes that Link type. Same name, type, and attribute as the revealed monster. So I guess it's a way to turn it into a Light Fiend. Let's do it. We're going to max C on the resolution after we have been negated on trying to negate the Formid Skipper from going into the Magical Musketeer max. Now, the Formid Skipper, when sent to the grave, is going to be searching for a Parallel Exceed. Isn't it not good to have both in your hand? It's semi-limited, and isn't this a Garnet? Summon from your deck only, not from your hand. Uh-oh, I think that's a problem. Yeah, does not summon from the hand. Well, we're passing on just a Magna Hut. What? We also passed. No play. We want the Fool Loss to be activatable too. All right. Musketeer Max into the Requiem. It's now time to pop off. We're going to trigger off the Parallel Exceed. Joke's on you. I don't have a Parallel to summon from my deck. Oh, yeah, I guess. Okay, well, you know, now this doesn't get summoned. It wasn't going to result in a draw, but you wanted them to not draw from you summoning from the deck, so you're going to summon from your deck now. Okay, sure. That's fine. So no Parallel Exceed summon, but we get to summon an Engraver, and you don't get to draw. Fine, fine. That's fine. We make a trade. Magna Hut, special summoning. No draw for you. It's a summon from the hand. 7th Tachyon. Reveal the Tachyon Dragon, search in our deck for a Bestial Lubellion. And we return the Parallel Exceed back in the deck, so it works out perfectly fine. I'm gonna grab a Druid Swarm. Druid Swarm is gonna be banishing away the Musketeer Max. I would think you summon Lubellion first, set up a Regained. We don't play Regained? Nibiru! That's it. What the? Oh no, that is a big issue here. We have the Engraver resummoning itself onto the field as we then go into a sequence potentially. No sequence. Okay. Let's see what's good. We're going to start making some ninja plays. Tobari is going to activate to summon the Geo onto the field. Geo's going to flip down the Engraver and itself face down. Now, the Engraver cannot flip back up. It's stuck face down. We're going to Signet Mining. Discard away the Druid Swarm, which only triggers when sent from the field to the grave, not from the hand. We got Formid Skipper. We do not want that to make its play, so we're going to pop away the Engraver to summon a Tobari. Tobari's going to activate the Fusion Summon to pop a card in the field, and the Imperm will negate. No summon for you, mates. Now, the Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Primal is a quick effect if a Dragon Exceeds is on the field. I don't think that the opponent's going to summon a Dragon Exceeds. That's going to be completely up to you. As we wait. What the? You went into a Dragon Exceeds. Fine. I summon Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Primal to search for a 7th Tachyon. I didn't see that coming. Wait, we're both playing it. What the? Come forth and summon our own Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Primal, searching for the Tachyon Transmigration. Now, this is the most powerful negate in the entire game. I believe so. You have to control a Galaxy Eyes monster to activate this, but if you control a Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, you can activate this from your hand. Activate as Chain Link 2 or higher, and negate the activations of everything on the chain that's spell, trap, and monster effects activated before this card in the chain. And then any card that's on the field, it gets returned back in the deck. That is insane. We had the Requiem summoning from the deck, the Engraver. We're going to equip the Requiem onto the Engraver to send a card in the field to the grave. A monster that is. We're going to send the Geo away as I thought earlier, we would go Engraver and Token into sequence. Now we're going into our sequence. Use the graveyard 2 bodies to go into our Lacrima. Lacrima on summon will target a Light Fiend that's banished or engraved to add it to the hand or summon itself onto the field. We're going to grab the Engraver. We have already used up our normal summon as we search our deck for the Tract. Tract being activated, making sure to not use it in the Imperm column. Grab a Lurie, discard the Lurie to now reborn that Lurie. Now we're going to use the Galaxy Photon Dragon effect to change the level of the Lurie to perform a Dragluxion Xyz summon. The Dragluxion Xyz is going to be searching our deck for a Tachyon Cloud Dragon. Cloud Dragon's going to be summoning itself onto the field as we now rank up Xyz this into a Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. Thus, the transmigration is now activatable. Now, it negates the activation of spell and trap cards, not the effects of spell and traps. So that is very much important to note. And otherwise, it also negates monster effects. Get equipping. We're now going to Engraver Reborn itself back on the field by returning back on the deck the Lurie. We have the Cloud Dragon. It's going to be triggering itself to summon from the deck a Galaxy Eyes Tachyon. We're now activating the effect to do what? A whole big paragraph. Detach material, negate the effects of all other face-up monsters currently on the field. Also, their attack and defense become their original attack and defense. We don't care about that. During the battle phase, if you activate this effect, each time an opponent's card effect resolves, you gain an additional 1,000 attack until the end of the battle phase, and you can make additional attacks during each battle phase. Well, what are we activating here? When they declared attack, you can attach this card on the field to it as a material. Why would you do that? we trolling? Oh, we just activate and you just now boosted up its attack. It's got an additional attack now. Okay, thank you for the boost. Let's wipe up the field. 2K, attempt to activate to equip. I guess you could just keep on activating that. Why not? Additional attack, lethal damage. Marco, that's a DQ. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, what is good? So, I mean, like, now it's all coming together. I'm like, whoa, oh, it's mandatory. So what you do is you summon the mandatory Tachyon on the opponent's side of the field, and then it has to activate, which then triggers this effect to gain additional attack. It's all coming together. Yup, that's a play. Ash, negate the I'm Seti, which is a huge negate. It is a search for the King Sark plus draw an additional card. You definitely want to be ashing that effect. We have Kagaro on summon, reborning from Engrave Argeo back in the field. Mitsu reborn, summon itself from the hand that is, as we now go into a Saizo. Saizo's going to set a ninjutsu card from the deck. We got the duplication, as we now turn our field into Maizen. Oh my Jesus, ninjas are here. Ninjas are top tier in Slayton's hands. If you activate something, I'm going to chain Maizen. You see that imperm? I don't care. Maizen is a ninja. We're going to summon from the deck a ninja. And we got the duplication, which contribute off one of our monsters to then summon a bunch of ninjas from the deck. We got Tobari ready to fusion summon into a form of disruption. With the already negated Maizen, we're going to tribute it off. We're going to banish away the Maizen. I don't care. As we still summon ninjas that equal up to level 6. How many ninjas will that be? We got 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 4 bodies. Mitsu has a negate. Tobari has a fusion summon. We got I'm Seti discarding. You negated mine. I negate yours. It's only fair. Negate. The ability to search your deck for the King Sark plus draw an additional card. A huge negate. And on your normal summon, we are now going to be fusing away into the Yagumaru. Green Ninja is also going to flip your card face down, as the Yagumaru is now going to get rid of your monster. Banish, away the Cloud Dragon, as we flip face down the Magna Hut. So we had a negate, we had a banish, and we had a flip face down. Triple disruption through our ninja plays. Let's flip back up the Mitsu, ready to negate any potential monster effects here. Going into the cross shape on the summon of a fusion monster can trigger to reborn a monster from Engrave, which is going to happen right here, right now, as we contact fusions to the Maizen, triggering the cross shape, and the cross shape is going to be a non-target reborn. If there's more than one level 4 monster in the grave, we could just summon the other one. Maizen's going to summon from the deck a Baku in response to you activating a card effect. Come forth and summon our Mitsu. Baku on summon, returning back in the extra deck the Saizo. As we re-summon that return back Saizo to now search our deck and set a ninjutsu art tool. We got the Iron Digger here. Boral Sword Dragon. If it were a ninja, it could attack directly through the effect of Maizen, so we turn it into a ninja with the ninjutsu art tool. With it being a ninja, double direct attack, 7,000 damage. Are you ready? Lethal. Nicely done. All thanks to the Maizen. Your ninja monsters can attack directly, so turn whatever you want into a ninja through the ninjutsu tool. Oh. The worst card that you could start with. The absolute worst. Cynet Mining's dead, Horus is dead, and the tract we searched for is dead. That complete blowout. We can't be opening up with Engraver if you have other searches. Not in a Draw and Lockbird meta, which I believe we are pretty much in. I mean, we still have some plays here. That's fine. We're going to reveal, go into the Musketeer, summon the Parallel Exceed. Parallel Exceed, summon from the deck, as both will be level 4. We're going into the Requiem. Requiem jumping off, summon from the deck the Engraver. As we now return back the Requiem, further going into the Caesar. It looks like this completely worked out, yes? As we now go into Baguska. Baguska pass. So what are our disruptions here? Baguska is negating any monster activating on the field, and it's forcing them into defense. We also have the Wave King Caesar, which is currently negated, but if not negated, it's a double special summon negate. Triple disruption. So if we imperm turn off the Baguska, we have to deal with the Wave King Caesar. Reinforce our hand, searching for the Hanzo. On summon, we'll search for Ninjutsu Art, so we make sure to negate the Floodgate to search for our Ninjutsu Art duplication. Nicely done, set 3 pass. Isn't that a nice turn 1 where they're not wombo comboing for 20 minutes, just search once, set back row end. We're gonna Ninjutsu Dancing Leaves. Now the Dancing Leaves is going to be activated by targeting a ninja or a face down monster to then tribute it and then summon a ninja from the deck while you're activating the effect to summon from the deck. So here's the unfortunate issue. You have to activate this by targeting a ninja to activate the effect, even though it's a continuous spell. If the effect of summon from the deck was part of the continuous effect where you could flip this up, not activate, then activate it afterward, the Caesar would have not been able to negate. Now, the Caesar trying to negate under a Baguska on the field, though, ain't that something, right? Aren't we just negated? Huh? Negated. Okay. Hanzo gone. Some for the deck, a Geo. Geo is negated. Now, if we tribute the Geo as it's activating, will it still be negated? Yes, it was in defense. When it activated, Baguska is still going to negate. And Caesar, chill, bro. We are, okay, we're gonna try to negate. The Geo will not flip you face down, so you're gonna be negated. Yep, what happened to Baguska and your Caesar? They did not work out too well, did they? Come forth and summon a bunch of ninjas from the deck, though. Come forth, everything forced into defense. See, Geo negated, even though it left the field, did not work. Caesar, both of its effects were negated by the Baguska, but we now got a big field that is just being negated by Baguska. Tract is going to be searching for the Lurie discard. I guess we could Little Knight under Baguska, or we do have the option of putting Baguska in attack position to then make more plays. Are we willing to do that, though? If we keep Baguska in defense, does the opponent play a Little Knight? Little Knight is one of the best counters to Baguska, and Ninjas is not on Little Knight. That's going to prove to be a potential issue here. As I said, Little Knight, we're going to banish away the duplication, and with that duplication goes away 3 other bodies, but the Green Ninja, if sent to the graveyard, we can target the Baguska and flip it face down. Let's go. Oh, it's back up, but it's not negating anymore. That's fine. This is what we wanted. But now it's not negating their effects. So they're now making full plays under their own Baguska, but not through their own choice. As we make a sequence will be fusing away 2 bodies in the graveyard to make our Lacrima. Lacrima on summon will target the banished Engraver, summoning itself onto the field here. Tobari cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects the turn it was special summoned. Got him. Now, what do we have here? We have 0. No disruption whatsoever. Completely undisrupting anything. We have the Ninjutsu Art Notebook of Mastery, which is a +1, big +1 grab. The Iron Tool from the deck, set a Geo. We're going to Ninjutsu Tool equip onto the Engraver to then banish a card from Engrave to pop a monster on the field, which will then trigger the tool to add a banished card back to the hand. Baku, when added, will trigger to summon itself onto the field. We're going to also be activating the Ninjutsu Art of Dancing Leaves, targeting itself to return itself back to the hand to be used during the next turn. Baku on summon, adding back the Engrave Hanzo. We do have that normal summon. Hanzo on summon, searching for the Hidden Village. With our Hidden Village on the summon of a ninja, it will be triggering, I believe, if I remember that correctly, yes. I was going to summon a Maizen under the Cross Sheep. triggering the Cross Sheep and the Ninjitsu Village. With the Village, we're going to be targeting the Notebook Engrave to add it back to the hand as the Cross Sheep is triggering to Reborn from Engrave the Hanzo. Hanzo, activatable to search our deck for a Mitsu. Mitsu summonable from the hand to come forth and summon as we now make a Boral Sword Dragon. Boral Sword Dragon is here on the attack. Reduce, dealing 2,400 damage. That's going to trigger the Lacrima to burn for 1,200 damage. Direct attack for 25. Boral Sword of defense to attack again. 2,100, not quite lethal damage, but 1,000 blink in red. What do we have here? What can Marco do? We have Engraver Engrave plus a Primal Tachyon in hand. We have Maizen chaining to the activation of a card to come forth and summon from the deck. We know that with Maizen, the Ninja player can attack us directly. So we have to pretty much end the duel right here, right now. Kagaro on someone's going to trigger. We have the field spell also triggering to grab the Ninjitsu Art tool. With the tool, we can equip it onto any non-ninja, turning it into a ninja, which then the Maizen allows it to attack directly. We have the Green Ninja now being summoned onto the field here. Dancing Leaves to use the Green Ninja to flip the Engraver face down as the Hanzo on summon will be able to... On summon, it's going to add. Adding the Kagaro, the Baku is already something we added. I think we just play one of that. And now we're in big trouble. Quick effect of the Ninjitsu Notebook is going to set a ninja from Engrave, a Ninjitsu card from the deck. And just like that, with the power of Maizen, we can attack directly with any of our ninja monsters. Baku on flip or summon is going to grab the Mitsu from Engrave as we now go into the Saizo. We are going to set Kagaro, summon the Mitsu with a monster negate, and just like that, mate, lethal damage with a direct attack from the Baku. Nicely done. Very nicely done. Summon a Fenrir, use the Engraver. We do have Impermanence, which will be best used on a sequence. Let's speed this up. Can we play through this? Probably not. On the resolution of a monster effect, the Fenrir will banish a face-up card. Diablo can flip the entire field face down if the opponent activates any card effect. Sylvia can negate anything. The Morian can flip a special summon monster face down. The Sinful Spoil will pop 1 to 2 cards in the field through the effect of a Guardian Chimera. And I believe we just have 5 disruption. Only 5 versus 4 cards. Normaling the Neo Kaiser Seahorse going into our Spirits with Eyes of Blue. We're going to Chain Link block the Spirit with Eyes of Blue to search our deck for the Mausoleum. We're going to chain the Diabel to the Neo Kaiser, likely sending a Maiden from the deck to the graveyard. As we're not flipping the field face down, instead we're summoning a Rusilla instead of a Silvera. Rusilla on summons going to send to then search our deck. Alzette's going to add from Engrave back to the hand. We have the Fenrir on the resolution of a monster effect. Going to banish away the Jerusalem before it's sent to the grave to then send a special summon monster to the grave. We're now down to 3 disruption. Triple disrupt. We have negate, pop, and flip face down. Mausoleum additionally summoning our Effect Veiler. We're going to target the Effect Veiler to send a Blue Eyes White Dragon from the deck to the grave. We're going to negate that Foolish Burial effect so that the Spirit Dragon cannot summon it from the grave back in the field. We had no duality play, so maybe in game 2 we could find out what the duality's for. Sage on summon, searching for our Maiden. Maiden will be activatable from the hand to equip into the back row the True Light. True Light activated to set up the Wishes to discard a card. This is the Big Ash Blossom check. No Ash in sight. Grab the Roar plus another Sage. That Sage will be normal summonable if we have a Mausoleum on field. Roar is going to be summoning from the deck the OG Blue Eyes White Dragon, triggering the Maiden Engrave to Reborn. We have non-target pop 2 cards on the field. We can negate 2 card effects in the graveyard. I'm not going to really count that as a disruption, or it's going to super inflate how much disruption Blue Eyes actually has. Each Spirit Dragon is essentially one main form of disruption from the extra deck, with the secondary effect to banish from negate engrave an effect. We have Veiler, we have Ash Blossom, we have 6 disruption, and if you're a mad lad and you really think the graveyard negate is a worthy enough to mention disruption to add on top of total disruptions, we'd say it has 8. I don't think so. We're gonna call this 6 disruption. Let's see what's good. LZ is going to be negated. This is a great Ash. You want to Ash LZ. It's a free special summon and a search. Negate all of that. Not today. Now we have Deception, Sinful Spoil, tributing off a monster to grab the Hallowed Azamina. We're going to activate the Hallowed Azamina, chain the Wanted Seeker to send that to the graveyard. We're going to chain Majesty. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. On the resolution of the Hallowed Azamina, we have to send a Sinful Spoils. What if there's no Sinful Spoils to send? Well, we could have one in the hand, but we don't. And this will non-target pop both Sinful Spoils on the field. That's a spicy play, Dr. JB. Ain't no way. Reveal, pop them. We have no effect on the resolution of the Hallowed Azamina. We took the gamble, and it paid off. So now down to 4 disruption. Diablo Star is here. We could Veiler, negate. Into the scoop, just like that. Very well done, Dr. JB, defeating White Forest with a pretty cool play on the non-target poppage. All right, what is here? We're going to summon our Fenrir and get Tachyon. Uh-oh, Ogre is going up in popularity to pop your True Light away. Make sure you're activating True Light while you have no monster on the field, or activating True Light while you have a Spirit Dragon to negate your own True Light from wiping out your field. 2 things you want to focus on around this card. Now, if you're not at Master rank, you probably will never see this card anyway, so you could ignore that advice. We're going to Lacrima, return back the sequence to burn for 1200. We still have the Omni negate of the Baron de Flor, and we have triple negate on the Apollo USA. We also have target to banish a face-up card in the resolution of a monster effect. This is 5 disruptions, and we have 1 play. 1 play versus 5 disruption. Now, Ogre stops the Apollo. The entire Apollo does not negate at all if you chain Ogre to it. Now, you do want to pay attention if this was made with a Masquerina. If it's made with a Masquerina, it will not be destroyed by Ogre, and you're going to look really bad. So we have to hope that the Apollo is used to negate and not the Baron de Flor. But then we have to hope the Baron de Flor does not negate the Ogre. A lot of hope, a lot of cope. It ain't happening. Okay, negate. And we're going to troll with the cross-out designate. Maxi, be gone. Fenrir also on resolution can banish away the spirit in case they have a Blue Eyes in hand. We really needed the Mausoleum to additionally summon the Sage. The Ogre had to go through, but unfortunately it didn't. We could still send Spirit Summon Blue Eyes. No, we can't, because Apollo will just negate again. Now the Majesty with Eyes of Blue, what it do is nothing. It's dead. Let's swing into Baron de Flor. Not even set this card. Please finish me. Put me out of my misery. Lethal damage. All right. White Forest taking out Blue Eyes, sure.